GraphPad C now offers the ability to create specified fill patterns and borders, and both of those can be associated with the cost. And to demonstrate how the costing works, I'm just going to go ahead and bring up a summary table so we can actually see the costing as it takes place. And go into text mode and move it into the center. And now, for example, if we go into line mode, we'll see that we've got a patterns button on the side. And if we select the lines around the perimeter of a area we wish to fill, if we select patterns, we'll see we've got a list of our patterns we've created. We can select one of those and then just hit fill. And we'll notice that it calculates the area as before. It takes the name of the pattern along with the unit price, and the unit price is based upon whatever units you currently have, you're currently working with, and then performs the table calculations. And so we'll go ahead and move this table up. Now, how do we create these patterns? To do that, we just go into the patterns mode and we select the patterns button, and we can do a plus symbol. And now we would have a default pattern. We can specify the name, and for example, we can actually specify asphalt. We would put in a cost. Currently, the code is not being used. We can put in a cost here, and we'll say in the current units, it's going to be a cost of 10 for each unit. And now we just specify both the type, and we'll see if we turn the line width on, we can actually see the type and how that works. And so if we wanted to have like a hash sort of type, we can actually create the line spacing a little bit wider. And then we can actually specify the background color, etc. And so say, for example, we want this to be a dark gray. We can actually slide those over, hit save. This is now our pattern. If we go back to patterns, it's going to show up in the list. And now to see that pattern, we just close and reopen the patterns button. Borders works in a very similar fashion. However, we have to go over to the library, and I'm going to go ahead and pick the category I want to put the border into, and we'll go into edit the library. Here's an existing pattern. Now to create here's an existing border. Now to create a new border, we just press the new border button, and now we'd actually go ahead and specify what type of line we want. It's going to give the type of dashes associated with it, the line width, so we can make it a little bit wider, and then the color we want it to be in. So say, for example, we wanted this to be kind of an orangey color. We just use the sliders. If we want to have a unit cost, this would be units of length. Just specify 10 in here, and it'll be whatever units we're currently working with. And then it's very important to put in an offset. And the offset can be in either pixels or in units. And so I can specify, for example, I want to offset this from the wall by 6 inches. And then just hit save. Okay, when we hit save, we'll actually see the image that's going to be displayed in the library be displayed here. And now to see it in our library tablet over here, we would just actually close and refresh it. So now in order to use the border, we would just select the lines around the perimeter that we wanted to have it. And say, for example, we want to put kind of a ditch around here, and that's what this line represents. We would go in a counterclockwise way to actually put it on the outside, or we could go clockwise and we put it inside, and then just go ahead and hit the library item. Excuse me. We'll see that the name is actually placed into our summary table along with the unit price, and then it just calculates out throughout the table. And so those are the two new features I wanted to cover in this video, basically fill patterns as well as borders.